Welcome everybody. We're also glad that you can make it to UAVs at Berkeley's first general meeting for fall 2016. Thank you very much. So yeah, to start off, we have an action-packed night. We have a lot of things to go over, a bunch of project teams, a lot of events coming up. We have some giveaways, we have some demos for you guys, a lot of cool stuff in store. So to begin, we just want to start off with our promo video. This was made by our videography team, which is one of our project teams. And it's a really cool video highlighting the different aspects of how you can use a drone to make a really cool film project or a short video like this. So check it out. One second. Gotta get the whole experience. Yeah. Sorry for there we go.
Great video, right?
Video quality.
I think you guys are good. Let's see. Does it say, can you press computer on the blue one? And yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
I know we can make those, but we can't make.
Yeah. Okay. I should come up right now. And is it on BJ?
It should go.
Yeah, it's good now. You're good, Cody. And should come. There we go. So there we go. So check out this video. It's made by our videography team. So this video kind of highlights different aspects of a racing team, building team, videography team, and our general fly days. So you get a little overview of what you do as a UAVs at Berkeley's member. So these are some highlights from our FPV racing team practicing out at Cesar Chavez State Park. And this is some footage that we did for Cal Sailing 2 semesters ago. This is some footage at a parking garage where we have practices. So yeah, that's our promo video. Cool. Cool. So, what is UAVs at Berkeley, and what's a UAV? So, a UAV, for those of you that don't know, it's an unmanned aerial vehicle. So, it's an aircraft that flies without a pilot inside of it. That's why it's unmanned. So yeah, and at UAVs at Berkeley, what do we do? So basically, you guys all know we're a student org. We fly drones, but is there more than that? And yeah. We not only teach you how to fly drones from the ground up, full manual control, we also teach you how to design drones. And drones, not just quadcopters, but hexacopters and fixed-wing aircraft and racing aircraft and small quadcopters like the ones you see up here. So yeah, as well as designing, we also teach you to build. We have build days, which are really fun. You get really hands-on experience with the latest project we have. So yeah. And to introduce our leadership team, my name's David. I'm the president and founder.
I'm Joey. I'm the chief hardware technician.
Hi, some of you may know me already. I'm Alicia, I'm their treasurer.
Trey had to go because he had to open for a concert that he was doing. But he's our FPV racing team captain.
I'm Cody. I'm the videography and photography team lead.
I'm Charlene, I'm internal relations officer.
I'm Kyrie. I'm the industry relations officer. So what I do is I work with like companies like DJI, 3DR, and I try to get free stuff for our club and for you guys. Also, the people in the back, we definitely still have seats around, so feel free to like just come in anytime and sit down. We have like seats like up here as well as in the middle.
Cool. So, if you want to know what we do here at UAVs at Berkeley, this basically breaks it down into 4 main things. First off, we want to not only educate the public that UAVs, drones can actually be safe when actually taken care of and actually used responsibly, but we also want to inform students, faculty, staff that you can do a lot of cool things with these. With this type of technology, and it's not just for flying. There's research, design, competitions, racing. It's just there's so many things you could do. We also like to put on events for the public, for students, to really gauge the interest of what people want. So what people generally tend to like is fly days, which is really nice because you come out to one of our events. We'll teach you the basic fundamentals of how to fly an aircraft, and we'll show you how to do that in a safe way. We also get involved with research on campus. So we like to sync up students and actually funnel them into the research labs on campus. We've actually got a lot of students into some of like the top research labs with Peter Abil, Professor Rajas Gupta, Claire Tomlin, and various more. And lastly, we have our project teams. So project teams encompass the videography team that you saw the video earlier, our drone racing team, and our events team, and then we have our leadership team that kind of oversees everything.
So we're actually a relatively new club. We only started in fall 2015, and kind of because the hype surrounding UAVs is really big, and we've been working as hard as we can to bring as much as we can to students. We've come pretty far. Fall 2015 was full of like logistics and stuff, but we actually got to attend lots and lots of fly days with a bunch of students that were hosted by 3DR Robotics, which is a relatively large drone company, probably second largest in the US, second largest in the world. That's actually based in Berkeley, so they're we're relatively familiar with them. They're really nice, and we ended up hosting our own fly days, and we also had build days. We produced video projects, and we obtained sponsorship during fall 2015. Spring 2015, which is last semester, we created the flight control decal, which me and David and Trey are facilitating, and you'll see a bunch of our other members as well. We had a lot more students end up participating in UAV research labs on campus. We hosted DJI, which is where a lot of our DJI swag comes from, and then we also had our first tech talk with Kespri, right? Oh yeah, Free Sky. I'm so sorry. Annie Cushman, Free Sky. Yeah. Did you want to quiz? I'm not quite sure.
So one of the great things that we do here at UAVs at Berkeley is we really like to connect with other student orgs. So as you saw earlier, there's some footage from the sailing team. And then now, with the recent addition of the Cal lightweight crew, which is the rowing team, we went out early, like 5 o'clock in the morning with them, and we did some aerial photography and videography, it turned out to be really great for them because they were provided with the content that they could use for their student org's promo video. So I'll play about 30 seconds of this. There won't be music because I don't want another technical difficulty, but just to show you some of the shots that we got from this, which was really cool. Oh, there we go.
Let's go. 7 with 30 on the split. 8, 9,
So these shots were taken with professional grade quadcopters and drones, and Cal Lightweight crew was able to use them in their promo video. So it's helping out not only students but student orgs and just making the connections to really bring the potential UAVs to the next level. So this was actually shot with one of our racing drones. Normally they aren't used to capture film or videography, but we're actually able to capture some really nice, great footage. So yeah. Cool.
Very good.
Cool. So, what do we have in store for fall 2016? We have a lot of things lined up. One of the first things that is really the introductory event for any newcomer would be our Friday Fly Days and our Sunday Build Days. This semester, we're going to announce them about a week or two in advance. Last semester, we had them bi-weekly, but we found that it would be better off to announce them as we're moving on with the semester. So students like you could request, hey, I want to build an octocopter, which has 8 motors. Then just tell us and we'll do it for you, and we'll show you how, and we'll really go into the details of how to do it. So our project teams, we have several new project teams out. We'll talk about those in a little bit. We also want to do more social events like Drones and Boba. There's actually a big event in SF by Aero Sports League. It's called Drones and Drinks. So you go out to aviation hangar and you get to watch professional pilots race while you're drinking a beer. So it's pretty cool. And we also want to put on more tech talks, info sessions with industry partners like DJI, 3D Robotics. We have a tour lined up for Kespri. Kespri is a company, a new company that actually does drones for surveying and for construction sites and a lot of topography, a lot of that type of work. And lastly, the two last things would be our decal, as Charlene mentioned. We're going to be teaching you how to build a Doinker, which is one of the smaller drones. You can check it out later. And it's the full rundown from the bottom up. And lastly, connecting you with research. Those are the things we want to focus on this semester. So now for our primary teams, we'll start off with Cal FPV drone racing team.
Hi, I'm Joey. I'm one of the pilots on the Cal FPV drone racing team. So we started to grow into a racing team now, and we're looking to set up an intercollegiate racing league with all the other UC schools to end up eventually having like a race in Memorial Stadium at like the end of the next spring. So our goals are that, and then we also want to eventually, we didn't make it this year because of like timing. I think we want to go to Drone Nationals next year and actually race with the professional pilots as well, and hopefully Drone Worlds after that as well. So currently we like hold practices on Thursdays and Saturdays, and we just go out, fly, and have a good time.
So as you can see, our team captain, Trey, he actually had to leave. But if you have any questions, if you want to join the drone racing team, you could just contact Trey. Yeah, or you could talk to us after. We did want to show you a really cool clip about what drone racing is about. Last semester we had a really cool video with more intensive drone racing. This is more freestyle. So check this video out. These are some of the things, some of the maneuvers, acrobatic maneuvers that we could do with some of the racing drones. So yeah, this is more freestyle. There's generally two divisions for drone racing. You have the people who like to run a track course and just try to come in first, but you also have some other pilots who like to do freestyle where they, it's kind of like an expression, a creative expression of their flight, and you know what they're feeling. It's really cool, and it's actually really hard to do some of these maneuvers. Tight spaces, takes a lot of skill, and that's what we're trying to cultivate here at UAVs at Berkeley. We're trying to cultivate, you know, new racers, young racers, because those are going to be the champions of tomorrow. I kid you not, in Dubai there is the World Drone Prix. A 15-year-old from the UK won it. He won $250,000. A 15-year-old beat, you know, like 50-something other people, and it's just pretty intense. It's pretty crazy. So we're trying to really build up the team. We're trying to hold a qualifier event for Drone Nationals 2017, which will take place next year. And so drone racing is really up and coming. So yeah. So we already went over this, some of the Drone Nationals and what we want to do for the drone racing team. And for sign-up links, if you guys are interested, here's the link. We'll post these slides online, but you can access this on our website, uav.berkeley.edu. We have all the links that you'll be seeing tonight will be on there. Our next practice is going to be Friday, September 2nd, which is actually tomorrow. And we practice weekly, yeah. And our weekly practices are on Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. So yeah, and if you guys want, after you're done, you could come try out your drone racing skills on the simulators that we have. You can put on the VR headset, try the transmitter remote, hook it up to the laptop, and really get the full experience to see how good you are. Yeah. So now for the videography team.
Hey guys, I'm Cody, so I'm the head of the videography and photography team. So we sort of do three main things. We handle pretty much all the club's media output, so whether that means taking pictures of club activities, or editing the video that the racers put out, or just taking pictures and video from drones of the club. That sort of all goes through us. Then next we also do video for other organizations. So, I mean, you guys saw earlier that we did Cal Sailing and Lightweight Crew. We're going to try and do CalSO this semester, so if you're looking to shoot some cool video, we're also going to reach out to a bunch of other clubs and try and do as much video work as we can for other other clubs, because we think it really provides a unique perspective that sort of you can't get any other way. I mean, you can't jump and get drone footage. It doesn't work like that. And then lastly, we do trips, which I think is the next slide, and it is the next slide. So last semester we went to the Botanical Gardens, and we had a great time out there. We laid in a circle, as you can see. Yeah, and we crashed a little bit, but we flew a lot. It was a lot of fun. We also went to Treasure Island and got some really cool pictures sort of as the sun was going down. We got both video and pictures of San Francisco. You might have seen it in the first video. And then, you know, you can see that picture, maybe. And then we also took a club trip to Big Sur. And so the nice part about these trips are you don't really have to be directly involved with videography team. These trips are for whoever wants to go, for the whole club. The whole club went to Big Sur. And we had a great time. We made a video, surprisingly. Videography team made a video, it's a little weird, that I'll play for you. So, here we go. Maybe there's sound. So sort of as we went down there along the way, we sort of would get out at any spot that we saw a nice view and take a video. So that's what a lot of these videos are. It's just us getting out of the car and taking off, getting some footage. And then that's my favorite thing to do, is to get landscape video. That's sort of my background as a photographer. I come from a landscape background, so I try and get these big vistas, and you can really show them from up high, and they really look, you know, huge. This is one of our favorite shots of the year. So that's actually a drone shot from another drone. So that's one of these racing drones that David's flying around, sort of as night is falling. And you can see we traced out his path here. So we shot directly down, and David just flew around us in circles. And it ended up with a pretty cool shot. we're looking to try some light painting, if you guys are familiar with that, with drones later this year. Alright, this goes on for a while. Yep, okay, that's pretty much it.
13 times speed.
13 times. Alright. And then this year, so we're gonna get 3 DJI Phantom Drones. So if you aren't familiar with DJI, we have tons of their swag. That's this company. So they're the largest manufacturer of drones in the world. And they make these great, the little white drones, if you've ever seen them, maybe. And they have a really nice camera system that's just integrated, ready to go. So we're gonna have 3 of them, hopefully, and they're gonna be available for checkout for all club members. So these are gonna be completely free. You must be registered as a member, obviously. And you have to pass safety training, because we don't want you to break the drones or break other people. And the other system that we're gonna have in place is you're gonna be required to upload content. That's just sort of to make sure that you're not hoarding a drone. And we really want you to go out there and explore and take video and see the unique angles that you can get from a drone. And then you have to return the drones, obviously, undamaged, or forfeit your deposit. So if you're interested in that, we'll have more information online a little later on. But they're really easy to fly, so they're really great. Almost anyone could fly. I say almost. You know who you are. And so if you're interested, here's our sign-up link. We're having our next meeting, building, Wednesday, September 7th, and we'll have all this information online. So we're also having a fly day on the 23rd, where we can go out with everyone and fly and take some video. And if you're interested, just sign up or head over to our Slack. That's all for video, I think. Yeah. Who's next? Who's the next victim?
Hi, I'm your treasurer, but I guess I'm doing build and design. So we have our internal and industrial relationship committees. Internal relations, actually, do you want to take over for this one? All right, sure. So we're gonna have social events, Drones and Boba, Drone World Expo in November. We're gonna increase inter-club communication, so we're gonna try to hit up SWE, we're gonna try to get Cal Quidditch. If you have a club that you think might be interested, definitely reach out to us and let us know. We're gonna have a newsletter, it's gonna be done real smooth, real sweet, just like our drones, and our website, which you may have seen already. It's got our decal info, lots of cool stuff on there. And industry relations, we're gonna get tech talks, hiring opportunities, sponsorship packages, and we're gonna reach out to them for you. We're really here to help you.
Right, so like Alicia said, she covered generally the gist of it. We would like to emphasize that we're going to Drone World Expo in November. We highly recommend, if you guys are interested, to learn more about drones and to see the really, really cool stuff that's up and coming in drone technologies. It's hosted in San Jose, it's super close, we're arranging transportation, and it's free for students, actually, if you register. So you just need to register as a UC Berkeley student, you can go with us, and honestly, the last time we went, we saw so many really, really, really cool things there. We got some free beta testing equipment and stuff like that. It was sick, so highly recommended. The goal for, like I said, we are a bit of a new club, so some of our committees aren't as established, but there's so much work we want to do and events that we'd like to host. If Kyrie would like to speak about industry relations.
Alright, so I like free stuff and I like getting a job. So that's pretty much what I do. I talk with companies and I'm like, come to campus and give us free stuff. So what pretty much happens like every semester is, you guys all know how like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, they have like info sessions on campus. So what we do is we work with companies like DJI and 3DR, and if you guys were here last semester, DJI had this like huge one-day event on like campus where they displayed like all of their drones and everything. And of course, all the companies are hiring, so it's really great to like just like get on the club and like, hey, like the recruiters are like always here, so you can just like talk to them, try to like get that next summer internship. Yeah, so jobs and free stuff. That's about it. And we're actually ramping up how many people we reach out to this semester. So if you're like econ business or even any major that's like interested in working with different companies, definitely let me know and I'll get you started on that.
Thank you, Kyrie. Awesome. So another thing we did want to mention is fixed wing FPV. So fixed wing FPV is a little bit different. It's still an unmanned aircraft, but the thing here is that you're flying a fixed wing. You're not flying something that has 4 rotors, 6 rotors, or 8. This presents in itself a whole different set of challenges. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually gain up to, you can go up to speeds of like 100, 110 miles per hour. And these things are so cool. So we're really trying to focus on this. One of our build days is going to be building one of these. It's called a Team Legit 40-inch wing. And yeah, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a really cool build. We did the TBS fixed wing FPV. We did that one 2 semesters ago, and that one was really fun. Awesome. So Trey would normally talk about this, but I'll talk about this for him. So Trey came up with this idea. He's like, hey, what if we take a drone and take another drone and try to swap their batteries in midair? And if you think about that, that's a huge technical challenge, right? You're thinking about all the complex like systems at play. You're removing the power source. You're swapping a power source. It has to initiate. Like, this is a pretty complex like task. And so we're gonna go for this, and we're gonna be able to complete it in a semester. We've outlined the different goals, requirements, different systems that we need to actually tackle to complete this. And Trey's heading this project. This project is for more of the ambitious crowd that would like to do more software side, more technical hardware. This is something for you guys to really get your hands dirty into UAVs. So yeah, be on the lookout for this. If you are interested, just go on our website, sign up on the project interest sign up form. You just put down the interest in this, and then Trey will reach out to you when they're going to meet. Weekly meetings for this, and what are like the action items they have to do to actually create this thing. So yeah. Awesome.
So like Trey came up with this great idea, and then I'm like, whoa, I have an idea too. What if we played laser tag with drones? Like, that would be like Battlefield 4 level awesome. So I'm like, so I looked some stuff up online. It looks like if you get like infrared LEDs and infrared sensors, you can actually like hook them up to an Arduino. I've like looked at people like making like DIY like laser tag at home, and I'm like, we can just like hook that up to a drone, and then it's like dogfighting. That'd be awesome. So that's the idea. So that's going to be a semester-long project because we already have a lot of the platforms, so we have to order some of the hardware, but a lot of it is the coding. So we have to do a little bit of coding, well, a lot bit of coding, to get this game in place. So it's easy enough to like get it all hooked up, but then we also want to make some sort of like game with on-screen display. So like when you like shoot the other quad, they like flash red and stuff like that. So if we can get that going, that would be like pretty awesome. That'd be like real life video games. But so that's the goal for that. So if you're interested in that, like let me know. I'll post on the Facebook page. You can just talk to me after.
Thank you, Joey. So next, oh yeah, of course.
So also, if you're in the back and you want a seat, we still have seats around. So it's like, come on in whenever you feel free and sit down.
Feel free to walk.
So one more project that we actually don't have a lead for is we're working on drone vision and autonomous flight. So a lot of CS students and geek students talk to me about this, and we actually have like a lot of the hardware necessary. For example, DJI drones, which run off the A2 flight controller, and the 3DR drones, which is off the Pixhawk flight controller. These flight controllers already have APIs. So if you're interested in working with or maybe even leading the drone vision and autonomous flight team, let us know and we'll hook people with that too.
And you don't need to have experience, just like if you're interested in it, let us know. Like we're all kind of new when it comes to like autonomous drones.
So I know I mentioned this a lot, but we are hosting a decal. It's called the UAV's Flight Control and Assembly Decal. It's meant to serve as a way for students who'd kind of like A2 units and B like a structured curriculum to move through the content and just to learn about UAVs in a more class-like, I guess, classroom environment. We're going to try to bring as many industry leaders and stuff to you as possible, bring people to speak, whether it's about their research or their startups. And then additionally, we'll be teaching you how to build the doinker, which is pictured there and also on the table. David was flying it around during NSO and Decal Expo and Calpalooza. So you probably saw it if you swung by your table. But I think it'll be really, really interesting. It's 2 units. It's Mondays 5 to 7 p.m. And it'll be in Jacobs Hall. If you guys don't know where Jacobs Hall is, it's well, it's right there. It's the new building. It's really pretty. It has a bunch of laser cutters. We're working right next to the electronics lab, so that's why we got placed there. We're going to use their soldering irons and stuff like that. We're deciding who gets to attend the class. We only have 25 seats, unfortunately, but we're also not sure how many people are interested currently. So we're just going to decide, we'll give out the CCNs on the first day of class, and if there's too many people, maybe set up an application form or something like that. But if you would like to learn, please do consider joining.
No experience required.
Yeah, no experience required. Yeah, what's up?
When is the first day?
Oh, sorry, you're right. Oh, actually, first day of class is September 12th. So we are on Mondays in Jacobs. Next Monday is Labor Day, so we decided to just have the first day of class on the 12th instead. Yeah. Thank you.
So many of you guys are probably asking, how do you get involved? What are some opportunities? We have highlighted some of the project teams, but we want to go over some more specifics as to how to get involved. So on the right, you do have the project teams, just the photography team, the Cal FPV drone racing team, our 2 other projects, which is the hot swap in midair and the laser tag project. You can sign up online, just visit uav.berkeley.edu and fill out the interest form. And if you're not really interested in joining a project team, that's totally fine. If you guys and girls just want to go and fly a drone, that's what we're here for. There shouldn't be a entrance fee to learn how to fly something, especially aircraft like a UAV. So we're trying to make it more accessible for students to fly, because not everyone has the luxury to spend $500, $1,000, $1,500 on the drone. So that's why we work with industry to get those, for you guys. And yeah. And other than flying, we do want to get you to learn how to build these things, because it's not that hard when you break it down to its subsystems. Really, it's not. It's just learning. It takes a day, an afternoon, really, and we'll teach you everything you need to know.
Is there an interest form for that autonomous one?
Yeah. So it's the same link, the project interest signups. It's the same one, and you just put down exactly what you want. So yeah, and also we're looking for people who want to join the leadership team. If you're a person who likes to work with industry and get free stuff like Kyrie does, you should definitely hit him up, because he's really good at it, and you guys can make a really good team and get more free stuff for your fellow students, so you guys could learn and do cool stuff with it. Our social media team, that's part of the videography team, so if you do check out a drone, we do require that you give us content to post. So it's not like it's a hard requirement, but we just want you to actually be producing, photos, videos, to actually post. We want to see your work. We want to see what you're doing with these drones. If you're going to be hoarding it, it's not fair to other students. So it's just there, so everyone gets a fair chance at using these things. And lastly, check out our social media. Our Facebook is pretty active. We post daily about news. Just today, it was announced that GoPro is releasing their Karma drone in a couple weeks. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a pretty big announcement. And yeah, we're always posting about new research labs here on campus, and labs all over the world, like ETH Zurich. They're doing some next level work on UAVs and UAS systems. It's really spectacular to see what comes out of there. And here too at Cal. So yeah, just a little overview of the process to become a member. There is there are dues, so it's $20. What that covers for you is your insurance. If you do want to fly, you do need to have insurance. And this insurance comes from the AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics. So they provide to you insurance. It's actually like $1.5 million in general liability insurance. So if something happens, you're covered. If you break something with your drone, something happens, a malfunction. It doesn't cover the cost of the unit, it just covers if something happens. And yeah, that's through our student club as a charter for the AMA. We're able to get you a discount. It's normally like $75, but you're only paying $15. The $5 extra, it goes to funds for new projects. And it actually just goes back to you. What you want to do, like if you have an interest to go do something, or us to show you to do something, we could order it for you, and we could make a build out of it. Other than that, you just gotta fill out the membership form, register on CalLink, that's just more administrative stuff, and then get flight certified. And after you do that, you can check out drones, go fly, produce content, and yeah, and have a fun time. Yeah.
So videography team drone checkout request form. Told you we'd come back to it. So to check out, you must be registered UAVs at Berkeley member. So that's the $20 academic year thing that David was talking about. And you must have to pass flight safety training. Like I said, we don't want you to hit anyone. You also have to have a deposit for the drone in the form of a check. Obviously, we're not going to cash that check unless you break the drone. But we do need some sort of way of replacing the drone if it does get broken. You also must, we talked about this, but you must produce photography or videography content each day of checkout and post it to our Instagram. We'll post it to Instagram and then tag at UAVs at Berkeley. And then you also have to return the drone undamaged, or we will and we will return your deposit because breaking things is bad. And there's no time limit for drone use as long as you have content for each day that you check it out. So if you're interested in checking out a drone or anything, just go to that hardware checkout link. So it's uav.berkeley.edu/hardware checkout.
Yeah, so the hardware checkout form, it's not only to check out the DJI drones, it's also available to check out any of our hardware and any of our supplies. So anything you see here is available for checkout. Some of it is personal items, but you can always ask a fellow UAVs at Berkeley member. A lot of the hubs and drones, all of them, we have 10 of them. They're all available for the students. The simulators, we purchase them and they're available for you guys to download and hone your skills. And transmitters are also available for checkout, so you can connect them. But you really just need a joystick, a 2-controller joystick. But yeah. And what's next? What do we do from here? So you can join Slack. We're really active on Slack. A lot of communications back and forth between the respective teams. Also, if you have any questions at all, you can always email us at admin@uav.berkeley.edu. Go like our Facebook. We have a Facebook group more for internal stuff, and then we have a Facebook page where we post updates.
And an Instagram as of today.
Yeah, and so as of today, part of the drone checkout, we have an Instagram, so we can start posting content. We also have a Twitter. It's been up for about a year. And that's our Venmo if you do want to pay for the membership today, or you just pay for it later on. And a cool thing that we offer, which not a lot of people know about, we offer custom at uav.berkeley.edu emails.
Free Amazon student.
Yeah, so if you guys ever need Amazon Prime, Amazon Student Prime, you can sign up with this and get free Prime forever, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so if you want that, you just fill out that. It's on our website, and
So really, membership is free.
Effectively, because if you're getting free Prime, it's effectively free. It all balances out in the end, which is why the finance team is here to help you. And in any case, if you haven't already, I see some people in the back. Hey there, please check out that link and sign in. Thank you.
Okay, so if you have any financial difficulties, let us know and we can subsidize the cost of the membership fee. Also, one more thing about the email, you can have as many emails as you want. I shit you not, you can graduate from Berkeley and still get emails for Prime. It's that good. Also, GitHub Student lets you get free domain and everything, so there's that too. Yeah, so definitely check us out. And I think next is gonna be hands-on.
Yeah, so that's the end of our presentation. Thank you all for coming by, for listening.